Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. And we can only hope that it matches the hype. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Flames will kick it away to start us off. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He hands it to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Aller. Throws it to the right. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
And the back now goes in motion. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the single back. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Okay, it's third down after that run. And there's the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
The Flames come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here's the option play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
They're going to run the option. And the Flames pick up enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Flames are going to keep this drive rolling. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second down and goal upcoming.
42 Spider.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second and goal, and now it's third and goal for the offense.
And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Look at a throw on third and goal. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Back to pass. It's Aller. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. The wide receiver's got it on a shovel pass. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Crucial third down play right here. Getting a little creative, trying the handoff to the wide receiver. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Well, thinking back on our conversation this week with the defense coordinator, this is the type of play that should not surprise him. He expected different playmakers getting the football in this game, and yet his defense, they looked a little bit lost, and it cost him there.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. And they'll use the ground game here. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Just love watching his back run. He gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Running back with the football. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Flames offense back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Send the back in motion. Tries the right with a quick throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Looking for some space. It's Williams. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Flames looking to run some tempo here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. It's Salter. Running out of time in the pocket. They'll fire it over the middle. Had a lot of time in the pocket. Catch is made way down inside the 30.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Flames pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Yankee blue. Cricket. Direct snap to the back. Hard running there, breaking tackles. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're 1st and goal.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
Second down and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Flames. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Bringing it out, it's Wallace. And he's brought down at the 16. Looking better off leaving it in the end end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looking downfield, it's Aller. Grab made by the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid game.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Pressure is coming. And the sophomore making an impact play. They finally come up with their first sack of the game. Do it by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. You play some man coverage behind it, but you can see how dangerous it can be when you decide to bring these defensive backs because of their speed and how quickly they can get to the quarterback.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Tackled there by the defense.
Yeah, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Now getting creative. A handoff to the wide receiver. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Scanning the field, it's Aller. They'll try a pass here. Pass not complete. Here's the 2nd down play. And they'll run it with the draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And they'll give it to the back. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Scanning the field. It's Aller. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's running out of time here. Grab down the middle. It's Evans. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
What an impressive job here by this quarterback to work through his progressions, had the time to be able to read the defense properly, and then eventually finds the underneath route for a first down.
And the Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming out. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. The 20, the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Liberty. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Offense retakes the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Oh, it's snapped to the back. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
To the air, it's Salter. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Penn State.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. And the Flames lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. At the 20, past the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
The extra point is good. The lead is now 4, 21-17. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Oh, and he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown.
Of all the skilled players on the field, I think this guy might be as gifted as anybody. What a great demonstration of instincts and just raw speed. Once he got into the open field, nobody was going to catch him.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Aller. He's going to pull it down and run. He's found some room at the 45. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. He's moving out of the pocket now. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. And the field goal is good. And we're all tied up now.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Comes the Flames offense back out on the field. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
The Flames line up on 1st and 10 now. The back's got it. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Can he take it all the way? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Bringing pressure. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him, getting to the quarterback.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He spins free, and he's in the clear. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. To throw, it's Aller. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Here comes the Liberty offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for a deep completion. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Tackle is finally made an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense really clicking here. Caught in the flat by the running back. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And the Flames looking to cash in this red zone trip. To throw, it's Salter. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. The Flames come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They go with a direct snap. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, Flames. And they go in front here in the second half. Here's the point after attempt.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Hard running through a tackle, and the returner heads out of bounds. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 20. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Liberty 31, Penn State 24.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Aiming for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State. The quarterback who can escape and score. What a weapon for that offense.
Well, quarterbacks with legs like this are so much harder to prepare for and defend than your more traditional quarterbacks. That kind of speed, that kind of creativity makes it almost impossible to defend him and keep him cooped up all game.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team, and you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Brings up second down.
Now it's second down here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Looking to throw. It's Salter. It's a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Flames starting a new series here on 1st and 10. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score Liberty 38, Penn State 31.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
Penn State offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab.
First down pass complete to the back. Brought down at the 31 line. Brings up second down.
Pass caught. Second down now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner is brought down.
Offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Salter. Throws it to the right. He makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Runs through the defender. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
On the double.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's caught downfield. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. The Flames begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Single back, takes the handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint.
That's Liberty.
And the Flames looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
There's the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable to potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. And the defense takes a timeout with 27 seconds left.
Timeout, Penn State.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down.
Let's go!
And the offense will spend a timeout with 27 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Liberty.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Right down the middle. And it's celebration time on the sideline there as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Penn State offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They've got some time to work with. Do they go for a touchdown here or play up more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
At the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. quick completion to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. To the air, it's Allen. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And he throws his third interception of the day. He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover.